guys, Jake here at Pear Ranch in sunny Citra, Florida. I want to expand again on some of our theory that we've talked about, and this time I want to share a little more about the 5 body parts: nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, and hip. Okay. There's a lot of different sayings that I've heard that kind of all mean the same thing, and it all refers back to understanding these body parts. Okay, there's one, nose, neck, maybe the feet. There's another, mind, flexion, weight, feet. Okay, and I've broken that down to kind of recognize it's talking about nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, and the hip in that sequence. Those are the kind of main body parts, and they can all be asked to do different things at the same time. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, you might have the nose going forward and left, while the neck is going forward but is a bit to the right, while the shoulders are going forward and to the right, the ribs are going forward and to the right, and then the hip is going forward and to the left a little bit. That's how a horse would be set up on an arc, on a circle, okay? And if we can recognize that and break that down, it helps us be more appropriate and sequential when we're developing our horse and recognizing, well, I've got most of it put together. That's good enough for right now. I'll get that ribs and hip to come along later, okay? Instead of too much, too soon, too fast. That kind of pressure is what teaches the horse unconfidence, that they're not smart enough. They don't know the answer. They can't get it right, okay? And when we can not have that happen, we can set them up to be more confident and work a little harder all the time, put in a little more effort. We're going to be more successful in the long run and be able to develop our horses sooner rather than later. It doesn't have to take forever, guys. It does take time and it does take patience, but it doesn't have to take forever, okay? The more we understand these body parts, the better we can do at building up that development sequentially, okay? And now I want to talk about why, for me, it's so important to get the nose to go before the toes, okay? Nose before the feet. You get thinking about this and you hear some people saying the way to the mind is through the feet. Move the feet and then you'll get control of their mind. I don't agree with that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not a big fan of right or wrong. I've just realized in my experience that if I take the time and get the nose first, and then the neck, and then the shoulder to follow, and then here comes the ribs and hip, now you've got the feet, and they thought their way through the process, versus just hurrying up and getting those feet moving all over the place crazy like, and you had a whole lot of time they weren't thinking. And this can build up where they're learning a little more about what they don't need to be doing versus being patient and thoughtful about what we want them doing. So if we do the nose before the toes, okay, mind, flexion, weight, feet, remember how I said that's the same idea, and you put them together, well, it lines up. Nose, mind, same thing. Neck, flexion, same thing, okay? Shoulder and ribs, that's the weight. So if we want to shift their weight, we got to get the shoulder and ribs to shift, okay? And then finally the feet will come around, okay? Finally the feet will come around. That's the hip. If we use the other saying, nose, neck, maybe the feet, okay? The weight, maybe, okay? The neck, flexion. Nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, that's the maybe part, and then here come the feet. And so whether that's to get them forward, just out in the open, or maybe a little bit left, or it's over a jump, or over standing on a tarp, walking through a trailer door, a stall door, if we can see each of those body parts and reward them each individually as they go, we're going to be more sequential, and we're going to feed our horses with little baby bites instead of eat that elephant now, okay? We don't want to talk to them like that. I know we don't. We just sometimes accidentally get that done. Oops. And it's cool. We just fix it. We make a change and fix it up. Okay? But the more knowledge we have, preparing ourselves, we can make better choices in the moment. So, 5 body parts: nose, neck, shoulder, ribs, hip. It's the same as mind, flexion, weight, feet. It's the same as nose, neck, maybe the feet. And if we can take the time to break this down and get their mind, their noses doing a bit more first, we're going to have maybe a lot more quality, some nice flexion, the weight in the better place, so that their feet can do things smooth, confident, beautiful. I'm Jake, again, right here, Pear Tree Ranch, sunny Citra, Florida. Come see us.